I think this is how you slowly wreck a music city. Not with one giant scandal, with a little fee here, dashboard there, a payment that nobody understands, and musicians scared that asking questions could cost them work. Last Thursday, I walked into a nonprofit building right here on Music Row near BMI and ASCAP. I thought I might be the only DJ in the room. I was wrong. There were DJs, there were singers, band leaders, musicians, and people who work on stages that Nashville sells to the rest of the world. And it felt like a 911 meeting. People were stacking receipts and screenshots and payouts, and receipts, fees, messages, stories about bookings and tips, stories about the number they expected not matching the number that showed up. And some people simply don't want to have their face shown on camera. Think about that. You play in Music City, but you're scared that talking about how you get booked and paid can get you pushed out. That's when I knew this was bigger than local app drama. The company at the center of this is JamJuice. JamJuice helps venues manage live entertainment and scheduling and payouts, paperwork, and all the nonsense that comes with keeping these stages filled. And before anybody thinks that I'm gonna be standing on Broadway shortly yelling about technology, I build apps. I use AI every day. JamJuice does solve a real problem. Booking entertainment is a total pain in the ass. You find an artist, you check availability, you agree on a rate, you replace cancellations, you handle payment and tax paperwork. Putting that in one place is really useful, and that's why venues use it. That's why this grew. Useful products get control before people depend on them. The problem starts when the tool becomes the door between musician and the stage. Now the same platform can touch the booking, the payments, tips, reviews, analytics, and scarily enough, the relationship itself. Yeah, a calendar? Not quite. This is infrastructure. JamJuice first entered my world through group chats. People were sharing screenshots and asking what deductions meant. They said the payouts did not match what they expected. And I've seen one example involving $12. $12 isn't a national emergency, but 12 here, another fee there, another percentage over there, manipulated across gigs and musicians, and that's gonna add up. More important, if nobody can explain the line item, nobody can judge when it's fair. Technology should make money easier to trace, right? Not harder. So I'm gonna be choosing my words very carefully through this video. I'm not gonna say that JamJuice stole money. I have not proven illegal tip withholding yet. But I am saying that musicians are asking serious questions. And they're starting to show the receipts. And the answers have not settled the room. JamJuice recently posted a public response. Some of it answers the questions, and some of it creates new ones. And some of this video is JamJuice's own words, and some of it's going to be what musicians have told me. I'm not going to be mixing those two together, so let's just go through it. JamJuice said it heard the conversation and it's listening, and that's good. The first announcement is that they're going to be eliminating the 2.5% artist fee completely. That is the right change. Remove it. But their own post confirms that the fees existed. So why was a 2.5% fee being charged to artists in the first place? Maybe JamJuice changed its business model, and that's fine. Its post says it will find creative ways to generate revenue with more optionality for artists. Tell artists what that means before they click agree. And don't act like free to book floated down from heaven. JamJuice posted this while saying it heard the conversations. And now the fee is changing. This is why people are speaking up. Now, the tips. JamJuice said that they haven't taken a cut and never will take a cut, and that's a pretty strong statement. In the same carousel on Instagram, it said the card tip fee is no longer 10%. It's now 4% plus 30 cents. They say that covers the payment processing and the platform maintenance. Those statements can technically live together. You see, a company can say it does not take a cut while charging a fee around a transaction. I'm not calling that theft. Credit card processors do not work for exposure. They charge money. But payment processing and platform maintenance, these are all different buckets. Show us the buckets. Who pays the fee? I want to know, is it added to the customer? Is it deducted before the musician gets paid? Does JamJuice keep a part of that? Does the processor keep all of it? How is it shown to both sides? The math matters too. See, now on a $5 tip, let's think about this. 4% plus 30 cents equals 50 cents. That's still 10%. On a $20 tip, it's a $1.10. Maybe the patron pays it on top. Maybe it comes before a payout. Maybe JamJuice just absorbs some of it. The post doesn't say. That's the problem. If somebody taps $20 for the musician, the screen should show exactly what happens next. The customer pays this much, processing is this much, the platform is this much, the artist received this much. Done. Doesn't seem foggy to me. We're not talking about vocabulary gymnastics here. No musician should need a town hall meeting and a calculator to understand a tip. JamJuice also said their paid out dashboard shows every tip and payout clearly where nothing's hidden. Then settle it. Publish a plain transaction from start to finish. Show what the customer sees. Show what the processor sees. Show what JamJuice keeps, if anything. Show what the artist receives. I build apps. Show me the damn ledger. If the ledger proves everybody got exactly what they were promised, I will say that publicly. They also say a new dashboard will give artists the same engagement analytics as venues. Awesome. That's great. But I have a question. Why did both sides not have the same view already? When one side sees performance data and the other side does not, that power is not equal. This is bigger than a 2.5% fee, and you know it. It's about who sees the numbers, who understands the rules, and who can challenge them. And then we get to the AI side. This one's wild because I live in this world. JamJuice says, quote unquote, how we use AI. Their answer is, we do not. They say there's no AI features available to venues or artists. They say AI does not control booking functions. They say they would never let artificial intelligence rob the heart and soul of live music. Pretty dramatic. I love it. Small problem. JamJuice's own LinkedIn description currently calls it the world's first AI talent buying solution. That is not Reddit. That is their company page. So which one's accurate? Maybe LinkedIn is old. Update it. Maybe they tested AI and removed it. Say that. Maybe AI integrated was marketing glitter because every tech company wanted those letters on the box. Admit that. But you can't sell yourself as AI integrated in one place and say we don't use AI in another, then act like people are confused for no reason. I don't care if they use AI, honestly. They probably should in the right places. It is 2026. AI can help with scheduling and support and matching and paperwork. This bullshit is using AI as a selling point when it sounds innovative, then treating it like a demon when musicians get nervous. Pick a lane. AI isn't even the main issue. Invisible decision-making is. Their post says that QR analytics can track button clicks and guest reviews. It also says that they're working on point-of-sale integrations so operators can compare sales and engagement during a performer's shift. Every DJ watching needs to hear that part. This app isn't not only helping put you on stage, it's collecting information around what happened while you were there. Now that may help a venue make smarter decisions. It may help a great performer prove value. But data without context can be stupid. It is raining. The bar is understaffed. The game ran late. The venue did not promote the event. The room is dead before you plugged in. Now somebody looks at the dashboard and suddenly decides that your shift did not perform. I'm not claiming the algorithm currently fires musicians. JamJuice says that AI doesn't control bookings. That's their position. But humans can still use reviews, clicks, and sale comparisons to decide who works again, right? The algorithm doesn't have to fire you. The dashboard can do enough. In the worst version, you don't get fired. You just stop seeing gigs. No call, no explanation. The calendar just gets quieter. Now, that should matter to working DJs. You need the right to see the data. Understand it. You got to correct it and appeal decisions built around it. JamJuice says that the QR codes are optional and will never be mandated. Good on you. I've also received firsthand messages from people who say they felt pushed toward the platform or boxed in by how it was used. That doesn't prove a company-wide policy. It proves that there's a trust problem. Optional feels different when the same company helps control access to the booking. Somebody in Phoenix, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, or Vegas may think this is Nashville business. It may not stay Nashville business. JamJuice is already publicly talking about working across places beyond Nashville. And this is where the entire gig economy keeps moving. One app's gonna handle the opportunity, the money, the rating, the data, the communication. Everybody's gonna depend on it because it is easier than the old way. So at first the app is a tool. Then the app becomes the road. Once it owns the road, it can charge tolls, it can change the signs and decide what everybody else sees. DJs have watched this happen everywhere. Drivers built Uber, hotels built Airbnb, restaurants filled DoorDash, artists filled Spotify. And the problem solves a real problem, and it grows on the work inside of it. And the people doing the work eventually realize that they have very little control over these rules. Convenience is not going to be the same as fairness, and a frictionless experience for the venue can become a powerless experience for the performer. 5 years from now, you may not negotiate with a person. You may open up an app and see the gigs that you're allowed to see. The rate is set, the reviews are attached, and your performance history is going to follow you. Your tips are going to flow through the same system. Your opportunities are going to change because of data you cannot inspect. And the answer is buried in a help ticket. Most of the pieces already exist. Music cities are born on relationships. Now, the venue knows the band leader. The DJ knows the manager. The manager is going to know who can save a bad night. there's going to be judgment, context, and accountability. Software can support that. But when software replaces the relationship, the musician turns into inventory. A profile, a number, a slot on a calendar. One complaint I heard in the room was pretty simple. When something goes wrong, people don't know who has the final answer. Software is not going to remove the need for a human being who picks up the phone when somebody's money or livelihood is wrong. There has to be an appeal. There has to be accountability. The app touches the paycheck, and this is how a booking tool can grow powerful faster than rules protecting the people inside of it. So, who am I in this story? Well, I build music technology. I advise a few people in the booking business. I understand why venues want a system like this. I don't want to own a competing booking agency, and I don't want to have a contract waiting for me if JamJuice loses one. I'm not looking for a percentage of everybody's gig, that's for sure. The truth is, I'm loud because many of the people affected do not feel like they can be. At that Music Row meeting up the road here, we were talking about putting the receipts in one place. We talked about the musician's Bill of Rights. And we talked about an alternative platform, open source, transparent, built so no company owns the road to the stage. See, now, I think if we built this, I don't want to own that gate, personally. Maybe we build it. Maybe this pressure makes the current system better. I do not care who gets credit. I care about the rules. The artist knows the rate before accepting. Every fee is mobile. Every tip is traceable from the customer to the artist. Artists are going to see the meaningful data the venue sees. If a review or a number affects the future work, the artist can see it and respond. Performance history belongs to the performer. Optional actually means optional. And asking where your money went never puts your next gig at risk. See, the venue still gets the easy part, the scheduling, the finding of talent, the replacing of cancellations, the payouts, the tax paperwork. Nobody wants to go back 47 text messages and a spreadsheet updated during the Obama administration. Nobody wants that. We can keep the convenience. Convenience does not require secrecy. And JamJuice is welcome into this conversation. Explain the fee structure, and I'll show you the explanation. Open the transaction flow, and I'll show it. Correct the AI contradiction, and I'll say it was corrected. Improve the system. Good. Build a new carousel saying nothing is hidden. Does not end the conversation while musicians are still stacking receipts. The questions are not going to disappear because the graphics got cleaner. JamJuice is a case study in front of us. The larger issue is what happens when an app gets between a working performer and the people paying them. Nashville needs to figure this out before the model gets copied everywhere. So I'm calling musicians together. DJs, venue owners, developers, booking people, anybody who wants live music to survive without turning performers into data somebody else owns. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to build those rules. And if the technology needs to be rebuilt, we rebuild it. The stage belongs to the performer. The relationship belongs to the venue and the artist. The app can handle the paperwork. It doesn't need to become the culture.